Binge Pipe's menu screen. Binge Pipe is more than a streaming service, and it's also less than a streaming service, because we're not a streaming service. Or are we? Yes, we aren't.
With my old streaming service, I could never get a hold of a customer service representative. Now that I'm a Binge Pipe customer, they never leave me alone. The second I have a problem, they're there to explain why it isn't a problem and why I should be more grateful for their ever-seeing eye.
The second my Binge Pipe router went out, a service team was in my home. I didn't even know I had a back door.
I thought the volume was off on my programming, but the Binge Pipe doctor discovered it was my ears that were wrong.
Not only do they closely monitor...
Binge Pipe has mixed feelings about presenting You Don't Know Jack. Binge Pipe, woke programming, straight up evil business practices.
Hello everyone, I'm Cookie Masterson, and this mole on my shoulder keeps getting bigger, so we better get on with the game. The nice thing about having two players, if there's a tie, winner will be decided via fencing match. Okay, it's time.
Time for question one.
To get started, The Legend of Zelda's Epidural. Say there were a video game in which the player's goal was to successfully go through labor. What instructions would pop up on the third stage of the game? Press B to push the baby's head out, repeatedly tap X to dilate the cervix, hold down the right shoulder button to expel the placenta, or press A and B together to cut the Let's see who got it. Will the correct answer please rise? The placenta is expelled during the third stage of labor. Also, this game would cost $37,000.
Hallelujah, hallelujah.
Behold, 50 Shades of Plays. If Christian Grey told Anastasia he needs audience members on 3 sides of his playroom, in theater terms, they'd be performing unspeakable acts on a spread stage, thrust stage, grind stage, or missionary stage. Okay, let's take a look. A performance space that penetrates the auditorium, allowing audience members to sit on 3 sides, is called a thrust stage. And in live productions of 50 Shades of Grey, the first row would be called the splash zone.
Why don't we do it with 3?
Introducing Captain Muffin Top. Sounds like a dis or dat. I'm gonna read off 7 things, and for each one, tell me if it's a body-shaping undergarment from Spanx, or a character from the Captain Underpants book series. Think fast, you'll only get a few seconds to pick between Spanx or Captain Underpants. And you're both doing this together, so pay attention. Okay, let's do it. Slim Cognito. Skinny Britches. Cha-cha. Undetectable. Great Granny Girdle. Zorks. Wedgie Woman. It would be really sad if you bragged about this, but player 2, you couldn't have done much worse.
Binge Pipe customer retention protocol has been activated.
Oh, that means it's screw time.
That's right, Cookie. Using the screw makes it harder for your opponent to answer in a variety of pleasurable ways. And you'll receive a monetary bonus if they answer incorrectly.
I couldn't have said it better myself, apparently.
Just one more benefit of your Binge Pipe membership.
I don't need you anymore.
And now, infectious beats. If Cardi B, the rapper behind hit song Bodak Yellow, contracts Bodak Yellow fever, how does Cardi B? Cardi B jaundiced, Cardi B hyperactive, Cardi B craving potassium, or Cardi B covered in buboes? Hope you like what you picked. Jaundice is the yellowing of the skin and eyes, and that's a major symptom of yellow fever. Cardi, be my friend. Please. Cookie, be lonely. Feast your eyes upon this. We're
Binge Pipe recommends.
Because you've been diagnosed with hypoesthesia, we thought you would enjoy the song Stressed Out, I Can't Feel My Face, Wake Me Up, or Cool for the Summer.
Okay, who chose what? Yeah, way to be wrong. You should have known.
Hypoesthesia is a lack of sensitivity to touch stimuli, so this song by The Weeknd is very relatable. Media that numbs your senses is just one of the many special features offered by Binge Pipe.
Say goodbye to round one. Let's see those scores.
Currently, Player 1 is in the lead. Player 2, on the other hand, you're doing the bad thing. The data we have acquired demonstrates a need for an additional screw.
Round 2 screws are more powerful, and they'll net you more cash for each player that gets the question wrong. So don't forget to use that thing. Better get those answers in fast, Player 1, before you get screwed. Oh, and remember, questions are worth twice as much in round 2.
I feel good about this.
6 trombones is not a parade.
Coming up next, Mythed It by a Mile. If John Legend only sang Greek legends, which of his songs would be describing the quest of Prometheus? Wake up, everybody, Made to Love, Start a Fire, or Let's Get Lifted. Who picked what? You killed it. Your chances, I mean. Prometheus stole fire from the gods and gave it to humanity.
Mes collègues sont des crétins. 7.
Up next, this pairs nicely with a laugh track. How would Ray Romano accurately describe Romano cheese to his sitcom wife?
Deborah, it's hard. Deborah, it's soft. Deborah, it's creamy.
Or,
Deborah, it's stinky.
and how'd we do? What a comedic misunderstanding. Romano is a hard, sharp cheese. You know what else is hard? Maintaining a marriage for 9 seasons. Congratulations, you two.
Hey, question.
We'd like to offer you a chance to gain some content while also losing some other content. Would you like a question with air horns or a question about air horns? Use your device to select your preference. Well, that was a waste of time. Binge Pipe will select the slightly less satisfying option.
'Twas then I learned to heed the winds of 8.
There is no hiding from a question with air horns. If I get one of these babies in my hands, I just can't myself. How many compartments does a cow's stomach have? Or four distinct compartments in their stomach, or sometimes just referenced as four stomachs. Four stomachs. That'll make a lot of... It's time for Guy Walks Into a Bar. A guy walks into a bar carrying a Molotov cocktail and a loon. The bartender screams to the customers, "Duck!" The guy says, "Common mistake, it's a goose. Actually, it's closer to a heron. Technically, it's a swan." Or, "No sir, a loon is just a loon." So who got it? Sorry, there's nothing funny about herons. Yep, a loon is just a loon. Unless you went to med school, then she's also a doctor. Try this on for size. This question will play on a loop on TNT. What would I scream if I were shanked in the shank at Shawshank? Stop stabbing my leg, Andy. Stop stabbing my abdomen, Red. Stop stabbing my inner arm, Gil. Or stop stabbing my butt, Rita Hayworth. Okay, what'd you pick? Oh, that's such a Gil thing to do. It was this one all along. The shank refers to the leg, specifically the shin. Welcome to the attack. When you see an answer that matches the category, tap it on your device. The faster you pick a right answer, the more cash you make. And more than one answer can be right. But each time you're wrong, I'm taking some cash away. And be careful. It's gotta be a match that fits this clue. My signature look. I'll give you an article of clothing. You name the cartoon character that traditionally wears it. Look. Player one takes it! Well done, Player one. You won, and you covered the spread. I'm gonna make a fortune from my bookie. Oh, and don't forget...
You don't know Jack!
Enjoy this exclusive behind-the-scenes content from You Don't Know Jack.
Funny story, this is true. Before I got that Romano cheese question, I had no idea I could do a Ray Romano.